Keep in mind that my family is located in a very wealthy neighborhood and that we all share a private water and electricity grid. We have our own security, maid service, trash, and lawn care teams. My family, all of the people who live in our neighborhood, are either Catholic or Jewish, and none of us are from the United States. With that, I'll get started on my story. My sister and I were sitting on our swings outside our house by the woods one late night. We talked about a lot of different things before we got to the mafia, which is a favorite subject for us and the other few kids in the neighborhood. Keep in mind that my neighborhood is in the country, so there were a lot of weird, big houses there. But this house was different. It has bars on the windows and blackout shades that were pulled down so that nobody could ever see inside. We kids would spend our afternoons looking down the street from the back gate of our neighborhood, hoping to see the notorious black trucks speeding down the road in preparation for a hunt. We would pile up snow in the winter to climb over the walls and onto the back road in an effort to walk to the house to see the mafia, but we never got that far. Children's tales of the horrible people who lived just outside our neighborhood walls filled the Christmas and midsummer balls. The first time my sister and I really started to think about it was late in the fall. When we were approximately 14 and 13, we begged our parents to finally allow us to attend a nearby public school instead of the neighborhood group homeschool. We had seen a glimpse of what life was like for other people when our parents finally allowed it. It made us wonder why everything was in a separate private grid and why our neighborhood was so safe. We started to consider the high-tech security systems in each house and the luxury car license plates that all started with RVX. We suddenly started to wonder how our parents, neighbors, and friends were all friends with the state and local governments, or how they were all foreign and Jewish or Catholic. We found all of this strange, but the most bizarre thing was our parents and their friends' fortunes. The residents of our neighborhood owned numerous businesses but never worked there. Our parents had several $1 million, but many of our businesses failed to make a profit. We started to wonder if our neighbors across the street weren't the only ones connected to the neighborhood in some way. What if our parents and the parents of our friends were all involved in some way? The mood shifted abruptly. With a trembling voice that still haunts my dreams, my sister looked at me with fear on her face and said, "Run as fast as you can." Although it only took us 40 seconds to sprint across our yard, it felt like an eternity. We ran to our house. Someone was the woods, my sister said through tears. Their gazes were fixed on us, as I could see. I could tell they were a danger. We spent close to 2 hours together in our media room before we stopped feeling watched. We finally got to our rooms, which were in the upper west wing and the western wing, respectively. I felt the tingle of being watched once more only an hour earlier. I was aware that the snoop was outside my window. I knew that they were waiting and watching. I prayed for sleep, and it finally came. I can still clearly recall this night. It demonstrates to me that my family is involved with those individuals in some way. My neighbors and parents, whoever they are far too powerful to challenge. One of their spies was keeping an eye on us. It's there in my bones. Because my neighborhood is likely to have penetrated both the state and local governments, the police are powerless to intervene. There's a strange thing going on here. For the families in my neighborhood, money flows like an endless river because we all speak the same 3 languages and come from the same few places and religions. I have no idea who these individuals are or how many of them are involved. I can't help but wonder if it's them when a lot of people go missing in the area around my house. Who are they, what are they doing, and how much power do they have? My sister and I have not spoken about the cult since the incident, and we frequently tell the kids to stop talking about it at the balls or playing cult games in the yard. Regardless of who my parents and neighbors are, they are engaging in a very heinous act. That much is certain to me.